Saw The Machine the other day, that Bert Kreischer movie. It really wasn't that good at all. I was hoping for a lot better. He was on Joe Rogan talking it up. I was like, oh, I have some good expectations for this. You know, I thought it might be funny and interesting, you know, to see his comedy bit become like a full movie. Because he does this, if you don't know Bert Kreischer, he does this comedy bit called The Machine. So I was like, it's gonna be cool to see this as like a full-length movie, see how it plays out. Since he's a good comedian, I figured it'd be, you know, pretty funny in spots, but I really didn't find the movie funny at all. There might have been like 2 little jokes throughout the movie, so I wouldn't even consider it a comedy at all. I mean, they might, just because he's a comedic, you know, generally, and not a movie actor, so they might call it a comedy. I don't know. I didn't get to look and see what genre they put it in. It's sort of like a generic action movie. It's not even that good action-wise or even plot-wise. If you don't know his comedy bit or the story behind the movie, basically, like when he went to college, he did a summer overseas. Supposedly robbed the train over in Russia with some mobsters or mafia, whatever they are over there. And the premise of this movie is he stole a watch off of some people, off this guy, and he wants it back. The guy was actually like a business guy, an honest business guy, but then after his watch got stolen, he decided to be like dishonest and became a part of the, like, start his own Russian mafia. So his daughter comes over because the boss wants it back. So they basically kidnap and make Bert go overseas back to Russia, trace his steps back so they can find the watch. That's basically the premise of the movie. And then like some subplots are that woman is in a power struggle with her couple brothers and family because they don't believe that she should be taking over the mafia, like when the dad dies, and in the end she actually kills her dad. I guess you could say there's some dry sense of humor in it, because it has some like 90s nostalgia to it, because how he got his name, The Machine, and stuff like that, is actually, it's called, like in Russia, machine actually means like car, but he would always do like 90s stuff like Austin Powers and like different 90s movies that were famous then. He would do like scenes and different voices for that over there, and people thought it was really funny and cool. So his legend grew over there, and they even named like some vodka after him, and like everybody in Russia knew like the legendary The Machine type deal. So everywhere he go, he would be like, I'm the Machine, and stuff like that. People would either fear him or laugh because he got so fat. They said he had big tits the whole time. There's really nothing to the movie. They just basically trace some steps back and to get the watch back finally and see like the backstory. I was definitely disappointed in the movie. It's really hard to talk about because even though it was like 2 hours long, it just kind of dragged for 2 hours when it could have been a half-an-hour TV show. I know it's his first time like really acting, and you know the studios took a chance on this movie, but I think they are right to be hesitant to make it a full movie. It does feel like very low budget, but Mark Hamill's in it as his dad. There's some dad issues as well that Bert has, so that comes into play. there's really not much, I think, else to really talk about or say about it. Just, I would stream it. I wouldn't see it in the theaters. Even though if you go see it in the theaters, it's going to help bring more like comedies back. But I was just hoping for some more comedic scenes and raunchiness, you know, that plays more in like Bert's comedic style, and it just wasn't there. That's probably why I was more disappointed. Yeah, you definitely could pass on it in the theaters and tell him he should have did a better job.